Hi, Rich Rubin here at Tactical Fiber Systems, and I'm here today to announce a new product that is terrific for those of you that are either using PTZ cameras or planning to go to PTZ cameras. These cameras, as you may have found out now, are really improved. The quality has gone up with good lenses, good electronics, good 30 by telephoto lenses, and the price has dropped. So there's a lot of people that are moving towards those cameras, so we decided that we were going to try to support it with fiber and hybrid fiber. What does that mean? It means that if you're running long distances, we can take you up to 2,000 feet with HD SDI from the camera, camera control to the camera, audio from the camera back to the Video Village as a separate line that you can plug right into your audio mixer for natural sounds, and powering the camera module and powering your camera. All right, now let's talk a little bit about the two different models of PTZ Camlinks. First off, we've got the first model is the PTZ Camlink 2000P. Now the P stands for power because it uses powered hybrid tactical fiber cable. Now that delivers all your signals, your video, your audio, your camera control, and DC power out as far as 2,000 feet using hybrid tactical fiber cable. Now, 2,000 feet is a pretty long way to go, but if for some reason you've got to go further than 2,000 feet, then you want to switch to a non-powered version because it's just too far to be sending power more than 2,000 feet. At that point, you want to be using a battery pack, or if you can find AC where the camera is located, you can use an AC to DC external power supply. And we do provide an input to the PTZ Camlink for external power. So after 2,000 feet, again, if you're going to run more than 2,000 feet, you want to go with the PTZ Camlink 2000. And that one allows you to use dry fiber, and that fiber can be virtually unlimited for what you need to do. And why I say virtually unlimited is because the lasers that transmit the data, the video and all that, are good to 20 kilometers. 20 kilometers is about 16 miles. Now let's talk a little bit about what you get in a system. You get two major parts. First thing is you get your camera module, which is about 7-inch square. It's made out of durable aluminum. You would attach your PTZ camera right to the top plate. We include a quick release mount, which fastens to your camera, snaps right into the quick release mount, and now your PTZ camera is mounted right to it on top of a tripod, or you can put it on any kind of a base mount, and you're set. Now, as far as connectivity to your PTZ camera, you've got your SDI ins and outs, so you receive SDI from your camera, and you can also monitor it with a loop-out connector. Now, this connector right here is your major connector for your fiber, for your hybrid fiber or your dry fiber. Dry fiber is non-powered fiber. The connectors look the same, but the cables are different. The hybrid fiber has copper for the power and the fiber, and the dry fiber just has fiber cores. The connector to the right of that is your camera control connector. It's an Ethernet jack, and it will provide your camera with either IP or serial data control. So you've got a choice, either one. Next to that, you've got your external power connector. So if you're using the Model 2000 without power, you can then power the unit with external power. We provide an AC/DC wall wart 12-volt supply, or like I said, you can use one of those lithium battery power packs, just a regular 12-volt battery. You can find them. They're all around these days, very reasonably priced. Plug it in, and you've got more than you need for a day or two worth of camera production. And lastly, you've got your switch for your basic operational switch. You've got cable power position, or you've got external power position. So much for the camera module. On the studio side, you've got a one-rack unit base module, which receives your SDI video, also has two outputs for SDI, so if you're running a replay system and you're also going to a switcher, you don't need a distribution amp. You've got two outputs to be able to use. You've got your audio output connector, which is regular line out. Plug that into your audio mixer, and you've got beautiful sound coming from the camera. And the camera is equipped with a shotgun mic, comes with the camera to pick up the natural sounds, or even an interview if you're have talent out there far away and you want to just plug in his microphone right there by that camera, you've got line level audio right to your audio mixer. And then lastly, you've got your camera control input. It's another Cat5 Ethernet connector. And what we have it here, we have it connected to this little joystick controller, very similar to the way you would do it yourself. So that's about it. The fiber connector out in front of the unit can be useful depending upon where you mount it in your fly pack. Some of you have asked, can we relocate that to the rear? For whatever reason, we certainly can do that. We actually have a blank and we have a cover. We can move that connector to the front or to the back. It makes it very flexible for you depending upon how you configure your fly packs. So let's talk about cables before we're finished here. The hybrid cables are available 250, 500, and 1,000 foot lengths. Now if you want to go to 1,500 or 2,000 feet, we do have inline couplers, and that inline coupler allows you to connect two cables together to form those extended distances. We find that 1,000 feet for the hybrid cable is a pretty good spot to stop, because this is a 1,000-foot reel that you're looking at right here. If we go to 2,000 feet, it becomes a little bit onerous to haul around. So if you're going to run more than 1,000 feet, we suggest that you deploy a cable from each end, and in the middle, just connect them with an inline coupler. When it comes to the non-powered, the dry fiber model, we've got those lengths all the way up to 2,000 feet on 2,000-foot reels, because that cable diameter is a little smaller. It does not have the copper wires inside, so we're able to put more on the reel. And incidentally, both cables are stainless steel armored Duratac, which we manufacture, which is a really robust cable for broadcast military spec cable use. That's about it. If you've got any further questions, give me a call here at Tactical Fiber Systems. Be more than happy to answer any questions you might have, talk about any specific applications. We're more than happy to talk to you. Give us a call. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we hope to see you again.